Hello! Today we will be reviewing all the art projects I've created as a first year art student. And probably last year because I'll be switching majors. Let's get started. I lost most of these drawings, so it's not like complete, but I mean, first ever drawing I did in this class. The professor was like,
okay, take out your pencils, charcoal, etc. and just draw what you see. I won't be telling you guys what to do, just draw what you see.
This is what I saw. I hated drawing before taking this class because I don't know. I mean, this was the result of that. I tried shading, as you can see on this ball, and I think on the leaves and stuff. This was bad. Not good. That's all I have to say about that one. It's not good. Anyway, this was the other. These aren't projects, but I like showing my process of learning. So this is when we started learning how to shade, like different shading techniques. So we have cross hatching, scribbling. Loki forgot the rest. Blending. Blending was my best one though. We had to draw eggs. We drew eggs. This one was it was rushed. Everyone did it like last minute. I didn't care too much about it, as you can tell from this and everything else, but yeah. We started drawing still lifes properly. And so this was one of the rough drafts that I made. Of course, we had to pick like a final, because we had to draw from like different angles, you know. And so this was one of the rough drafts for that. But I hated this one. I ended up choosing like a sunflower one. There was a sunflower on the other side. I ended up choosing that to draw as my final, which I don't have sadly, so I can't show that. But I can show you my other final projects, my other two finals that I did. This right here is self-portrait. We have to draw like the anatomy before our own like personal features. And yeah, I think I got, let's see, I got a 98 on this one. So not bad, and as you can see, very big improvement compared to what I just showed earlier.
Yes!
And then for our final, we had to do a vanitas. This is it. I'm really proud of this one compared to whatever the fuck I did on the first day. Very big improvement. Very big improvement. This professor, I love her so much. She taught me a lot about the basics of drawing, and I think it really paid off well. So next, we have this class. I forgot the name, so just look up here, y'all. But the first project we had to do was like a photography related one. We had to take like pictures based off of vocab words. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense right now. I didn't come up with the script for this video or anything. I just clicked record and now I'm recording this video. But anyway, this is the first project. As you can see, I picked intersection, elegance, ornamental, and order.
Wow!
These pictures represent the words that I picked. I took these. Ooh, I wrote the info on the back. So intersection. Oh, this is just like the times I took it and where I took it. I took these at Asia Times Square, if you couldn't tell.
Wow!
At 2 to 3 o'clock. I went with my boyfriend after school and got these taken the day before it was due. because who doesn't procrastinate in art? I want to say that's my least favorite project, but definitely second to least favorite. For the second project, this is when we actually started we just started doing like arts and crafts. So here it is. We had to do shit, I don't even know what we did, but we had to show depth. So depth, 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 depth. We had to show depth. Anyway, this is what I drew. I drew like a playroom. So I drew like a jelly cat, a block, a mug, tea kettle, another jelly cat. I think it was a fox jelly cat, and then the froggy chair from Animal Crossing. And then this one I did like a cafe setting. Doesn't it look cute? I hated this project though because okay, for this one I did procrastinate again, and I had my friend help me finish it. And so this was also done the day before it was due, and this was the result of that. Critique, not bad. Critique for this class wasn't bad at all. Like, normally I'm nervous for critiques, but in this class, I don't know, I was pretty comfortable. So yeah, that's project 2. This is, what did we have to do here? Oh, so we had to use like different color schemes. So we got analogous, split complementary, and monochromatic. And then we had to show, or I picked value and emphasis. So we had to showcase that through just simple shapes. You still have to have like a story, you know? Or at least I didn't have a story for mine. Everyone else did, not me. So I kind of made shit up. I kind of just said how like, this is a ball glowing in the dark. This is water and fire. And then this one's like a seesaw. And I did contrast and dissonance for this one. This last one is weight and harmony, and I think it showcases that very well. But yeah, I think this was project 3. Actually, I think this one was project 3. Anyway, this one was really cool because I spent a lot of time on this one. This one's my favorite. I picked like an arcade theme. This is all cut paper, by the way. I don't know if you can see that, but this is all cut paper, and it took me forever to get this done, but I really love the outcome of it. This one I didn't procrastinate on, so you can't say nothing about that. Hey y'all, voiceover here because I was completely rambling in this clip. I don't remember the exact goal of this project, but like the other ones, we had to choose vocab words and just showcase them through whatever theme we decided to do. This is my last project. This one's really heavy. I did a cafe theme for this one, as you can see. We had to use different found material for this project. So I used a Ziploc bag for this one actually. And then this one, I kind of just like crumpled up paper. And then this last one, I used these flowers up here. And I used like deco cream to make the texture for the cake. But yeah, this is the final project. So you're like entering the cafe, you place your order, and then you sit down and you enjoy it. Isn't that great? And I also designed the receipt as well, which is, you know, because I'm extra like that. But yeah. The first project for Art 1306, we had to make an origami lamp. I kid you not, I also completed this the night before. Do not recommend, by the way, because this is origami we're talking about. Out of everything I've created, my most beloved, because it's gorgeous. This is the moon cloud lampshade. This is what I like to call it. And I had to do different tessellations for this. So, you know, origami moon. I think this was a lotus flower. And then I forgot what you call these. And then I made paper stars. And yeah. This is the bottom. It's what it looks like. It's made out of cardboard. Give it that nice rigid structure. And it's cute. It's very cute. It's one of my favorites. I'll show the sketches right here. But I wanted to do this from the get-go, even before the class started. I wanted to do something that had to do with like the moon and the clouds, because who doesn't love that? The process of this project was not fun at all, but we got this shit done, and I got a 100. For project 2, we had to create a box that could hold a deck of playing cards. So, of course, it had to be on theme with the deck of cards that you pick. I decided to do an Aristocat theme because my deck of playing cards was cat and dog themed, but I don't like drawing dogs, but I love cats. So I don't know, what does this look like to y'all? Because I wanted it to be like jewelry box themed, but it's giving like yeah. Anyway, here's how you open it. So untie the ribbon, and then you can just, it's better to do it on the table, but you can just pull this, if you can see that. Pull that, and then your deck of cards is in here. Wow. This is the card deck. This was also done literally the day before this was due, because I didn't really care about this project too much, or as much as I should have. But we also had to record like a video of the unboxing, so I'll show you guys right here. Wasn't that fun to watch? I know. But yeah, that's that project. And then this project is when my professor came back, actually. She made us do different exercises. She was on medical leave. First one was like create a cube. Then you had to like number it, because, you know, the final project is product packaging. So we had to experiment with different boxes and whatnot. So for this one, we had to recreate a box of our choice. I chose this Powerpuff Girls blind box from Miniso. Isn't it so cute? But yeah, we had to like recreate it with cardstock, and then we had to recreate it with cardboard. This was cut at the Fab Lab because we had to use a laser cutter for this one. So this is what the laser cut box looks like. And then she also made us do like a tube slide box. So we have this, and you could put like cards in here or something. Fun. For the final, I don't have it with me, but I do have pictures right here. I can show the messed up box though. So this is what the trial one looks like. Why is it a trial? Because I forgot to add cut lines on this side, so you could tell it's like beat up and not clean compared to the actual cut lines here. But yeah, this was a box for a drink and pastry, so a bakery box. But this project was a pain in the ass to do because we had to do like an Illustrator file for it, which took forever for me to do, by the way. And then not to mention the Fab Lab, since it was nearing the end of the semester, so many different students were using it. Like architecture students were like cutting out their projects and whatnot, and also the other classes were getting their stuff done too. So I think I was at the Fab Lab, I got there at like 12 or 1. It was 1 o'clock. I got there at 1, and then I didn't get my turn until 5 o'clock. So yeah, those are all my art projects that I did as a first year art student hopefully this video gave some inspo or was helpful. This is low-key rushed because I'm bored and I don't have anything else. I don't have anything better to do. But yeah, that's all for me.